Bill Geltz was a diatonic harmonica player and longtime SPAH member who loved playing the harmonica and corresponding with fellow SPAH members. Bill Patterson was a diatonic harmonica player who tutored children in reading, gave each student a harmonica, and helped start the Harmonica Organization of Texas in San Antonio. He had a lifelong interest in music and lived in several states before settling into farm life in Missouri. Bud Bobolink played all harmonicas. Inspired by the original Harmonicats, he later entertained U.S. Armed Forces in the United States and overseas, and played with all the original Harmonicats. He also toured Florida with George Miklas, and was known for bringing humor to his harmonica performances. Bud Gardner was a court harmonica player and leader of the Sun City Harmonicoots in Roseville, California. He was known for his teaching, leadership, and infectious enthusiasm, and the Harmonicoots remain his living legacy. He also organized workshops and invited prominent harmonica players to perform with the group at its jamborees. Kara Cook played the diatonic in a unique fiddle bluegrass style, as well as the mandolin, guitar, upright bass, and other instruments. A longtime SPAH member, Kara was a jam leader, performer, teacher, and bluegrass musician. She was also a fine melody and harmony singer and a supporter of the Rosebush Youth Scholarship Fund. Charles Edward Spranklin was a chromatic harmonica player who toured the vaudeville circuit with the Don Henry Trio, accompanied notable recording artists, and was an active SPAH member. He was also a featured player, speaker, and magazine contributor. His rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow is a legacy for all. Charles Sugarharp Burroughs was a diatonic player and Alabama-based blues musician who was known for authentic storytelling blues and clever lyrics. A Vietnam veteran and long-term SPAH member, he learned to play from his great-grandfather and later partnered with the Music Maker Foundation to record his music. Danny Wilson was a bass harmonica player who performed with numerous bands and received the 1986 Bernie Bray Player of the Year Award, as well as the 2007 Pete Peterson Lifetime Achievement Award and the 2013 President's Award. He made great personal and artistic contributions to SPAH and to all things harmonica. Eric Noden was a virtuosic finger-picking guitar player with a honey and whiskey-tinged voice, who also played diatonic harmonica, banjo, and kazoo. He performed internationally, released 9 albums, spent over 20 years performing and recording with Joe Falisco, and taught students around the world. A longtime SPAH member, he was known for playing everywhere and anytime, as well as for his joyful smile. Eric played on the SPAH stage possibly more than anyone. Frank Ure was a chromatic harmonica player and longtime SPAH member who loved jam sessions and played regularly in the Tampa Bay area and whenever he traveled. Born in Chicago, he later lived in Florida and attended many SPAH conventions. James Harmon was a diatonic player, singer, songwriter, and bandleader who brought his Alabama roots to Southern California and influenced the West Coast blues scene. He also performed during the virtual SPAH Week in 2020. John Gindick played diatonic harmonica and guitar. He was a consummate teacher of harmonica, created harmonica books and videos, including Country and Blues Harmonica for the Musically Hopeless, and taught countless players through private instruction, online teaching, and his jam camps. He also helped gather players for an Ojai Valley Harmonica Club and helped build a website for Artists Against Hunger in Uganda. J.P. Allen was a diatonic harmonica player who taught harmonica at the University of Texas and created harmonica.com, the first subscription-based harmonica education site. He was known for his playful spirit, fast tongue articulation, and gentle Mr. Rogers-style approach to teaching. He also taught meditation and nonviolent communication. Sandy German was a chromatic player who turned to harmonica after seeing Larry Adler in a movie and later received SPAH's Pete Peterson Lifetime Achievement Award. He was from Cincinnati and was a longtime SPAH member. Tommy Morgan played all harmonicas and appeared on thousands of recording sessions and more than 700 movie and television soundtracks. He also backed artists including Elvis Presley and Ray Charles and played many famous U.S. TV themes. In 2001, he performed at SPAH and received the SPAH Special Lifetime Achievement Award. Wilt Scarlett was a diatonic player who is credited with pioneering the overblowing technique featured in his performances on the first Hot Tuna album. He toured with Brownie McGhee, recorded with Hot Tuna, Jerry Garcia, and others. He became part of Joe Falisco's teach-in and a SPAH troubadour, and will be remembered for his bowler hat, impish smile, and earthquake hug. Zip Robertson was a diatonic harmonica player and teacher who also sang and played guitar. He edited Harmonica Happenings for many years and taught at several SPAH conventions. He was also an attorney and administrative judge with interests in agriculture, astronomy, botany, and engineering. May all of their memories be a blessing. The music you hear is Stan Harper's performance at the 2014 SPAH convention here in St. Louis. This video was produced by Brenda Freed with technical assistance by Michael Dieth. I'm Bruce Weinstein.